Many of us probably see Parkinson's disease as a condition affecting people in their golden years. But tonight, you're going to meet two locals who got diagnosed much earlier in life.
They face an uphill climb, but as Tan Trung shows us, it inspired them to take on an actual mountain.
A very good evening, dear passengers, and welcome to Kilimanjaro.
In September, two New Orleanians, Nathan Willis and Tasha Kane, set out to climb Mount Kilimanjaro. Standing over 19,000 feet above sea level, Kilimanjaro is the highest mountain in Africa.
It's really, really hard.
A filmmaker, Nathan documented their, at times, difficult journey.
It rained today, and as cold as it's been, it's just gonna get colder. And I have nothing to wear.
To see her struggling so much is really, really hard. But everyone on this team wants her to finish, and they'll walk as slow as we have to get up there.
To truly appreciate their ascent, we should take a few steps back. To New Orleans, in the time they began noticing changes in their bodies.
I was 32.
I was 36.
I had a slight tremor in my thumb. Thumb just kept kind of going back and forth sometimes. And I put off going to the doctor for a while.
So in 2020, my hand started shaking, and I thought it was stress from the pandemic because, like everyone, we were stuck at home and my business had shut down.
I finally went to the neurologist.
And then I finally saw a movement disorder specialist.
He said something strange. He was like, it's probably what you're thinking it is. And I was like, and immediately Parkinson's jumped into my head. And then I got it confirmed the next time I went to his office.
It started with the shakiness, and she would just say, do you have this problem? Do you find your foot dragging? I was like, yes. Do you have problems? Do you need to go to the bathroom more often? I said, yes. She said, are you having trouble sleeping? And I said, yes. And all these things, she just knew just from looking at me.
They were diagnosed with young onset Parkinson's disease, the same neurological disorder that robbed boxing legend Muhammad Ali of his normal speech and movement. Maybe the most famous person living with Parkinson's is actor Michael J. Fox, who was diagnosed at the age of 29. Young onset Parkinson's is rare, affecting about 10% of all Parkinson's cases. Diagnoses under the age of 40 are even rarer.
I think we tend to think of Parkinson's as a quote-unquote old person's condition. What was it like for you to get that diagnosis at 32?
Honestly, part of it was relief, just like knowing, because I'd known something was wrong for a while.
It's like this, your whole life, this future that you had imagined for yourself is just gone. And so, yeah, it was a really hard time, hard thing to hear.
But it's also super shocking. You don't think it's gonna happen to you. I think for the first year, I just had it going through my head, like, do I have Parkinson's? Do I have Parkinson's? And sometimes I wake up and I'm like, I don't have Parkinson's. And so it was definitely hard to wrap my head around it.
So far, there is no cure. A progressive disease. Early symptoms include tremors, difficulty walking, and loss of balance.
My hand shakes, which is hard because I'm a filmmaker, and so holding the camera is getting harder, and I know it's just gonna keep getting more and more challenging. My foot drags, my balance is off.
So I was a teacher for 17 years, and I had to go on disability about 1.5 years ago, which is really hard because I love the students so much. But because of that, you can't do that job if you're not 100% in it, and it was just getting unsafe to do it.
They met through Team Fox NOLA, a local support group under the Michael J. Fox Foundation.
He's the first person I met in New Orleans with Parkinson's, and was very close to me.
Meeting Tasha for me was like the turning point in my Parkinson's journey, when I was going from this place of hopelessness and depression and my life is over. Finding Tasha, knowing there's someone else out there like me, and then the community we've been able to build together.
In June 2024, Tasha saw an ad in the Foundation's newsletter about a unique fundraiser, a trip to the top of Mount Kilimanjaro. Hoping to recapture a sense of adventure, Tasha signed up right away. Nathan followed.
We don't know what the future holds, but we know right now we can try it, and why not try to live your life while you can.
Team Fox's group of 10 headed to Tanzania, everyone touched by Parkinson's in some way.
We're all doing this for something bigger than just, we want to climb a mountain.
After more than a year of preparation, they began climbing.
It's the prettiest place I've ever taken my Parkinson's medication.
They spent 8 days on the mountain. It paid no attention to Parkinson's. There were slips and falls, but they kept moving, mindful of the altitude and its effects.
What they tell you going up the mountain is pole pole.
Pole, pole.
Pole pole. Which is Swahili for slowly, slowly. And that's what they just say every day, every time. And it's because your inclination is to walk fast, and we're walking very, very slow. But they're doing that for a reason. They're trying to help you adjust to it.
Slow and steady, they got closer to the peak. About 2,000 feet from the top, Tasha had trouble breathing. She could not go on.
There were a few tears at first, but then I kind of reflected on it, and I feel like, my body didn't really fail me. It got me that far up the mountain. It got me 17,000 and something feet up the mountain that I never thought I would be climbing in the first place.
Honestly, having to leave Tasha was really hard, and I cried for a long time.
We're gonna make it.
I'm not so sure.
Yes, we are.
Nathan and the rest of Team Fox pushed on.
Team Fox.
Yes. Team Fox.
Team Fox, Team Fox, Team Fox.
Eventually summiting Kilimanjaro.
I got to the top, and it was just everything. It felt very cinematic, like your whole life flashes, and it's just like, you can do hard things. And I just hugged, like I said, all the people on the mountain, on the team were very close, and the first person I saw, I just hugged, and I just started weeping on her shoulder. And it was out of joy, it was out of sadness that I wasn't there with Tasha. Yeah, it was a really special moment.
Part of Nathan's training for the Kilimanjaro climb was climbing these steps at Crescent Park. And when they finished the expedition, they were able to raise more than $130,000 for the Michael J. Fox Foundation.
But perhaps more valuable are the life lessons they learned on the mountain.
I think I learned that I can push myself harder than I thought I could. It was probably the hardest thing I ever did, the hardest I ever pushed my body, and I did it. I mostly did it. And that also it's okay to step back, especially with a chronic disease like mine.
No one gets out of this life alive. We're all going to have sickness. We're all going to have illness where sometimes you can predict it, sometimes you can't. But I think the gift that I've been given is that I kind of have an idea of how much longer I'll be able to work and to do things like this. And so I am just trying to make the most of every minute that I have.
In New Orleans, Tan Trung, Fox 8 Local First.
Their next fundraising expedition will be closer to home. It'll take place November 2nd at a bowling alley in New Orleans. To learn more about the Michael J. Fox Foundation and the local fundraiser, go to fox8live.com and click on this story. What an inspiration they are. Wow.
Just 19,000 feet.
It's incredible. I mean, that would be difficult for anyone to do. So kudos to them for getting it done.
What did you say? She was 2,000 feet from the top, so she made it 17,000 and some change.
Yes, it's an amazing accomplishment.
Right.